So, I'm here to discuss the second part of the Dark Triad, the three parts of the personality disorders that really create a very dangerous and toxic person. The first one that I discussed was narcissism. The next one that I'm going to discuss is Machiavellianism. And then finally, the last one I'll discuss is psychopathology. So, Machiavellianism is a personality that basically comes from a philosopher from the 16th century named Niccolo Machiavelli. And in his work called The Prince, he basically describes how there is a means to an end. And sometimes we have to take evil means to an end. So he discussed cunning strategy, ruthless tactics to ensure that you maintain power and that you maintain control as a ruler in The Prince. So Machiavellianism has basically turned into not a diagnosis, but it's a personality trait that does overlap with narcissism that basically, how do I explain? It objectifies people and it will do anything as a means to obtain an end goal. So they will use you, they will lie to you, they will manipulate you to achieve their end goal. It's not necessarily out of a need to want to harm people, but it's a need to want to be right. It's basically wanting to show that you are the one who is correct. So they tend to be very cynical, very cold, calculating. They tend to be deceptive incredibly. They show very low emotionality and they have very little empathy. So you could see where if you override narcissism and Machiavellianism, it actually creates a very interesting type of narcissist called a covert narcissist, who is very, very hidden in their tactics, but very, very, very focused on utilizing legal systems, social systems, any system, money, anything at their power that they can to ensure that they maintain power over you. It's very disgusting. It views people as objects. It often results in people using their children to punish their ex or in gatekeeping behaviors. It can result in people getting flying monkeys to come and tell you how bad of a person you are and basically ruining your reputation to make them look better. It's really, really gross. And I just honestly, for all those Machiavellists out there, you're not that great. Sorry about ya. If you were, you wouldn't have to deceive and lie and manipulate to prove that you're a good person that deserves power. People who deserve to be people in power are those who are empathetic to others. Those who care about not just do the ends justify the means, but do the means justify the ends? Like, is what I'm doing ethical? Is what I'm doing good? Is what I'm doing going to hurt anybody? And if it is, I don't care what the goal is. If it's to maintain control and power, the answer is no, don't do it. But to Machiavellianists, do it because the ends justify the means. So they can treat you any way they want and not feel guilty about it at the end of the day because they have talked themselves into the fact that they are just or right, or really they just need to maintain power and superiority, which is a very strong trait of narcissism. So you combine these two things and you have a covert narcissist. Very toxic. I'd say they're the most toxic type of narcissist. And they're probably one of the hardest to spot. They're very charming, very charismatic people. They really slowly turn up the gas on the gaslighting. They slowly turn up the criticism, the manipulative behavior. And it's kind of like a frog. If you put them in a boiling hot pot of water, they'll jump right out. But if you slowly turn up the heat, they'll sit there and let themselves cook because they don't realize it's happening. That's exactly what happens with a covert narcissistic abuse. So Machiavellianism, narcissism meet covert narcissist. I hope this was helpful. And I will be describing the other types of narcissism. I just really feel like covert narcissism is the most difficult to spot and probably the most damaging type of narcissism because it's done by people who look and appear as though they're nice and kind people, But underneath, there's a really, really evil Machiavelli hiding. And so just please keep in mind, if you are questioning this type of behavior within your partner, turn and not walk, run the other way. Because they'll do anything at the end of the day to make you look bad and them look good. Or you look like the loser and them look like the winner. So they'll throw you under the bus, they'll lie to you, they'll turn your children against you. They will hold your children away from you. They will use the court system against you. They will use the fact that they have more money and basically drain yours in the court system so that you have no defense. They are disgusting people. I'm sorry for all of you Machiavellianists out there. I don't typically like to have judgmental views of people, but I want y'all to stay away from me. I'm sorry, they're very toxic. So if you have somebody who's displaying these behaviors, cold, callousness, they'll do anything to achieve their goal, I would say run. I hope this is helpful. And we'll learn more about psychopathology tomorrow as part of the Dark Triad. Thank you. I'm a licensed professional counselor in the state of Texas. I have a certified narcissistic trauma professional, and I have a level 2 certification in treatment of trauma. So thank you so very much. And if you're looking for more information, feel free to look me up at positivepathway.org. Thank you. Bye-bye.